Hi, I'm David Merrill. I'd like to tell you why I say that everything big is small again. You see, once upon a time, communications was delivered to a very small, intimate group of people. You had small towns, small villages. They'd maybe get a newspaper article 2 weeks after an event occurred. They didn't know much about what was going on outside of their little town, outside of their community. And then in the 20th century, we hit a period of mass communications, radio, television, eventually the internet, where everybody was able to get news from all around the world. As a matter of fact, today in the internet, we hear things that are going on the other side of the world as they're happening. Twitter feeds and Facebook notifications, everything out there on the internet right now tells us what's going on in the world is getting to be more and more immediate, and everything is getting big. If you're an internet marketer or a blogger, you're always hearing how you have to reach the masses of people, how the internet is so powerful because you can reach millions of people, and that's true, of course. You're also told that you need to build huge numbers of followings. Lots of Facebook friends, you need to get a lot of link backs to your blogs. You want to build big numbers, you want to get ranked first page on Google, you want to be out there, you want everybody to see you, you want everybody to hear your message. Facebook ads, solo ads, everything is to get thousands of people, huge audiences, custom audiences, targeted audiences. It's all about big, big, big. And in physics, everything that gets big, everything that expands of its own volition will eventually, and its own gravity will eventually shrink back and contract. So expansion is always followed by contraction, contraction by expansion. Right now, I believe that we're in a period in internet marketing of contraction. I think things are getting smaller. I think things are getting tighter, and I think the leading people in the internet marketing and blogging communities are starting to understand that this trend is going to continue for a long time. And instead of continuing to build huge audiences and huge followings, a better business model is going to be people focusing in on smaller and smaller units of those audiences, smaller components. If you have an email list of 20,000 people, you're going to want to really focus it down on 200 people. You're going to want to start segmenting your email list so that you get 200 people here, 200 people there that are really following you in a topic. Lately, we've been hearing a lot about engagement, building relationships so that you can get people engaged with you. Now, what does engagement really mean? Social media, email marketing, blogging, engagement means getting people to stop and listen to your message. So you may be over here, you may be over there, and I may say, you've got to listen to me. And you may stop and you may say, okay, I'll listen. And now you're engaged. You're engaged in the message. You're engaged in what I'm giving you. However, that kind of communication is always unilateral. I am giving you a message. I'm asking you to engage with it and to pay attention to it. And I think that the growing trend in internet marketing is that communication is going to become bilateral. It is going to become more of a dialogue between two people. And what that means is that I don't want my followers, I don't want them to be engaged as much as I want them to be actively involved in what I'm doing. So what I'm suggesting is that bloggers, internet marketers start focusing on smaller groups of people that you can really be involved with, them involved with what you're doing, you involved with what they're doing, and start thinking in terms of how you can grow your business smaller and tighter and be much more responsive to people's needs, and let them be more responsive to you and to your messages so you get more instant feedback too. This is what I call involvement. This is a dialogue between you and your customer, you and your readers, you and your followers, instead of just you being the branding hero that's giving a message out that everyone is going to engage with. So it's a little bit of a twist on what's going on in the marketplace right now. I think you still hear mostly about big and expansion, grow a big list and get a big following and all that sort of thing. And I think you might want to look at an alternative for your business and think about how you might do a little bit better by starting to grow it a little tighter and a little smaller and getting people to respond to you and to really be involved in what your message is.